Welcome everyone to my new episode of price prediction for BONK cryptocurrency on May 2024. Talking about a cryptocurrency which is actually reacting very well after the FOMC meeting. It is the 2nd of May 2024 as I'm filming, and we do have a form of altcoin relief going on at the moment with a possibility of extension into a micro rally. Let's find out more about BONK. Before we get into the topic, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. At the same time, I do have my BTC trade running around. I have not exited out of this. I'm still believing into. We're, doing decently. And at the same time, make sure to check out my ChatGPT bot trading if you want to be part of my trades, completely outsourced and done for you without any prior fees, including the one-on-one coaching if you're serious about this world and would like to trade professionally. Now it's time for BONK, and at the end of the video, I'd like to present you the two things that I'm talking about in details. What's happening on BONK? We just have a couple of things listed out here that are pretty much sufficient for us to see an overview approach of May 2024. Now, the current reaction was absolutely necessary. Otherwise, if you would have lost the lows around 2000, you would have needed to retest basically a level of 1600s, and then obviously there is always a danger when you go that close to the liquidity area of getting to as low as 1200 and 300s, and that is a big trouble, folks, as we're talking about a retracement that has been already completed at some point, representing 74%. So it's a cryptocurrency which actually retraced 74% in a bull market. Keep that in mind. On a 2x leverage, that's 140% margin needed. On a 3x leverage, that's 210% margin needed, which means that even with any form of leverage, you're not going to be able to survive without adding additional margin to your account on a such situation if you measure it from the highs. It's a cryptocurrency that can deliver you great numbers as soon as we talk about the only direction of the market of bullishness. Otherwise, when things are different, it's a cryptocurrency that will take everything from you guys if you don't know how to trade. So it is necessarily needing a high level and a high skill type of a trading going around with extremely small 2x, 3x leverage discussions on board. Even spot trading is sufficient at the end of the day. For example, the movement we had from 19th of April, pumping into the sky, we had 123% in 6 days, and you don't even need leverage for that. That's a great representation without on spot. Now, the reaction we had is just a confirmation that we're about to build, for the first time since the entire correction phase and retracement started, a higher high. If we look at the highs, we have been printing so far continuous lower highs on the closings for the daily, which was a very strong bearish signal out there. Yet for the first time, the last two highs are quite near to each other in terms of their closings. Look at that. Compared to the way the other three highs are pretty much portrayed. They're like this, right? And now you have one which is very close, basically, minimizing the distance of the closings between the last two highs. That clearly represent the push we had was not aiming to close higher, which is why we needed an extra dump right there to take out all the highly leveraged people, which is something they have been taken out in this dump. We had 30% in 5 days, and everyone with 3x leverage is already out of this. So the idea, 3x leverage or above. Now, the idea in this case scenario is basically for BONK cryptocurrency to clearly break this top and close above the candlestick, which means closing above 2,700 on the price section, somewhere right there. I'll take my horizontal ray and put it over there. You want to close above that one. As soon as you close above it, what happens? You transform that into a very strong level of support, and you also prove the markets that you are capable to go basically for the golden pocket of the highs and for the liquidity to those wicks, which means anything above 3,500, 3,600. And from the price action we're trading right now, that's a 50% increase necessarily to achieve that. Is that feasible for us in May 2024? Well, that's my main target for BONK cryptocurrency. There's also a possibility to extend above that into 4,200 up to 4,300 into the wick area of this point, right? So anything above that one into this week, right, in this supply, You have the ability to fly into and grab some money from there. But at the same time, at the same moment, we got to keep in our minds the fact that the markets are still under, the pressure of the stocks, under the pressure of the dollar as well. So it is not that easy for the cryptocurrencies within the next couple of months to do their job without having the external factors as well pretty much helping it. At the end of the day, you are speaking about a possibility for an altcoin rally here, which is awaited. It is needed. Of course, this whole extension can be transformed into a pump that might continue a lot higher, which is something that we are having the ability to discuss at the time we get above 3,400, 3,500 with confirmations above those levels and so on. So impossible to speak about movements above 5,000 at this time. Yeah, it's going to be very likely to talk about it and see the probabilities as soon as we get closer. Do not forget, any form of a swing trading or prediction that becomes realistic is just when you take it step by step, one by one. When you try to speak about a cryptocurrency that is located 60% from a high, which is already a big deal at the end of the day, and you just want to portray a 10x, which is 1000%. It's just pretty much pure speculation without having the ability to be in any other condition, any form accurate on such thing. No, that's just, empty words, empty numbers put out there. And of course, out of hundreds of numbers like that you guys are putting out, one or two will happen. Right, one or two will happen, right? So Solana is going to get to the $500, Ethereum is going to break $10,000. This kind of numbers will happen at some point. The problem is, if I'm telling you these numbers will appear this year, is something that I must base myself on a specific type of technical analysis and price prediction that has fundamentals proving in that direction, and it's something that I'm not able to do at this very moment. Beautiful, folks. You got to take it step by step if you want to be accurate. It's not surprised that I have been surviving and performing at the same time in the crypto space, trading full-time since 2014. You need to have some healthy ways of doing these things to do that. Beautiful, folks. That's pretty much all. Once again, check out this video till the end to find out more about my ChatGPT bot trading, including the one-on-one coaching for those of you that are serious about this world. It's time to do it. And now I would like to talk for those of you that believe in education and care about their performance. So it's time to share more details about my one-on-one coaching program. This is done with me live, where I'll take you by hand, just like I said, and teach you how to trade from A to Z, which means starting from the mindset psychology side into the technical analysis, understanding the language of the market, encrypting the charts, and being familiar with the language in terms of what does the market communicates with you. Understand the whole process and then know how to react to those messages that the markets are delivering to you guys. Knowing how to react obviously is a sophisticated process. How to trade, when to trade, what to trade, when to exit, how to exit, and how to deal with an active trade. All the situations that are considered complex and a trader needs to know. Whether we talk about part-time or full-time trading, it doesn't matter. What matters is you need to increase your educational level in order to perform in the markets correctly and most likely in a predictable way. Trading is not gambling, not at all. Trading is a type of activity where a person is trading an asset when the probabilities of a direction are very high. So he has the ability to recognize those moments when a probability compared to the other, so a energy of bullishness or bearishness, is having a very, very strong possibilities of going into a direction. This is when a trader steps in and it is in advantage towards the market, so he's trying to make money with that. That's the whole idea of the process. It's definitely not something that has a very, very high level of unknown and random outcome at all the times. No, there are situations like that as well. I can confirm that. Been trading since 2014 full time. But the idea is that there are situations where the randomness or the unpredictability is not high. And that makes the spots for the traders. So check out the video to understand how does it work. Register now for a free conversation with me, a one-on-one coaching where I'll take you by hand between 4 to 6 weeks and teach you how to trade on Zoom conversations with homework, with exercises, with everything that is needed. Just like for the completely done for you on the trading side, if you'd like to be part of my trades, you can definitely do so without any prior fees. Just a commission from the profits we earn. Commission is paid by you every 7 days. This is my journey. You can check out the links in the description area, in the comments area for everything. It's completely done for you. We are using our ChatGPT bot for trading. It helps us to perform, it helps us to run the analysis, and it helps for the accuracy side. So it's done through API trading permission, and it's simple, straightforward. I can explain you more. Just reach out to me if you think this is a good option for you. Have a good time around it. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and we'll talk to you soon.